you don't get to determine the pace. The pace is set. It's like getting pulled along on a choke collar. You've got these climbs and then you get dropped. It's a very explosive, intense knockout punch, and then you're off the back and your day is done. The training, overreaching, overcompensating, constant ups and downs, burn 6,000 calories, come back and you have to have self-control. The things that you're trying to control end up controlling you. That really starts to wear you down and break you. When I was 16, 17, I did my first trip to Europe. We just got hammered, we got thrashed. I've never suffered like that just to finish races. And that's when I decided I need to do something different. I need to work harder because this is not fun. I started reading as much as I could about training, what the pros were doing, volume they were doing, what kind of intensity and what kind of diet. It just looked like skeletons. I started to believe that the lighter I got, the faster I would get. I'd ride in the morning, lift weights in the middle of the day, track practice, go home, cram in my homework, swim practice, and just die in my bed every night. It just came to the point where I couldn't train any more than I was. One night on the way back from swim practice, I pulled over on the road and opened the door and made myself throw up. In this twisted way, it gave me this sense of control. It became a habitual thing. I began to wear down physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually. I remember one night throwing up in the toilet and then brushing my teeth, spitting in the sink, and there was just blood all in the sink. I was totally beating my body into submission. The thing that I was trying to control was beginning to control me. I was training 3 to 4 times a day and had been purging every time that I felt like I'd overeaten. I got home that night and clumped up the stairs and said, "Good night, Mom," and she called me back down and said, "Wait up, we saved you some dishes." And I was tired and temperamental and went into the kitchen and was washing the dishes very roughly, and I broke a salad bowl that my mom really liked, and she got angry and started yelling, and I just lost my temper and I started to see red, and I ran out the door and ran into the woods and just kept on running. And it was just this weird moment where all the trees overhead and the branches were making these eerie gestures at me, and I just felt like I was surrounded by this evil presence. It may just have been the evil I had allowed into my life. And I yelled into the night, "Do something or go back to hell." And no answer. A short time later, my dad came up and knocked and sat on my bed, and he said, "You really hurt your mom." And I was ashamed. He asked me what was going on, and I knew then and I know now that he would have been understanding. But I didn't want anyone to know, so I kept it from him. He prayed with me that night, said, "God, whatever it is that's going on, we pray that you would just take this, that we would acknowledge that you're in control of everything. That's when I really realized that what I was doing not only was hurting myself, dishonoring God, but it was also hurting the people around me, the people that loved me and cared about me. And so I knew that I needed to get it under control, but I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. And so I turned to God because I couldn't hide it from him. He already knew. As I adopted a healthier approach to cycling through the encouragement that I found in my faith, I made a big effort to learn down to the cellular level what was happening to the food that I ingested. And if you're not getting enough of the macronutrients to recover, then you won't get stronger. When I realized that there were things in my life that I couldn't control and decided to trust God with those things, they no longer controlled me. Cycling has been something that brings me a lot of joy, and it's healthy, and it's a way for me to interact with my God, and it's an act of worship. My name is Ben King, and I am second.